Again, everybody, let's get straight to the big story everyone's talking about today. Here's Carlos.
Farrah Fawcett surrounded by love, with Ryan O'Neal leading the way. Her casket, cascading with flowers, carried past a parade of mourners amidst a media frenzy outside the cathedral.
Farrah's son Redmond, her longtime love Ryan O'Neal, and her fellow angels all under super tight security to say goodbye.
I was inside the spiritual service as mourners Cheryl Teagues, Gary Shandling, Marla Maples, Emma Roberts, and Penny Marshall said their farewells. Kate Jackson was there. Dear friend Jacqueline Smith was not. Tearful emotion inside the cathedral, family drama outside.
She's mad that I'm not in there.
Ryan's other son, Griffin, at odds with his dad for years, was not invited. Later last night, the question, why?
Was it true that Griffin wasn't allowed in the funeral?
That's true.
Is there a reason?
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Ryan and Farrah's son Redmond was there, of course, let out of jail to serve as a pallbearer and to read a Bible passage to his mom, a devout Catholic.
I don't know what his life will be like without her because he adored her. We all better brace ourselves.
How do you say goodbye? Ryan, so heartbroken in Farrah's story, did it with his own reading.
If you love someone, it doesn't go away.
And Farrah pondered the question in her final days, writing a message to her family and friends, a eulogy in her own words read by her doctor, Lawrence Pirro.
Farrah was such a big presence that her loss is immeasurable.
First, a farewell to the men in her life, apologizing to her father, James.
Happy birthday.
Saying she was sorry he had to lose another child to cancer. Then Ryan. Farrah remembered the big fights and the big makeups, saying their relationship was so complicated, even she couldn't define it, except to call Ryan her soulmate.
So you can't get rid of me.
And finally, Redmond. Remembering his heartbreaking phone calls with his mom in her final hours, Farrah thanking him for giving her the gift of a mother's love, asking him to take charge of his life.
I feel very blessed.
Ryan wanted to marry Farrah before she died. It didn't happen, but at the funeral, he still wore a ring on his finger. And as the ceremony ended, coming back to Farrah for a tender touch, a final goodbye.
After the service, guests were bused to the ultra-exclusive Jonathan Club for a private reception. Coming up later on Extra, a look back on Farrah's life in pictures, her loves, and our favorite memories of everyone's angel. But first, Farrah Fawcett is being laid to rest today. Now a look back on a life that was cut way too short.
You are my forever love, and you